won Daytona. Who's it going to be this year? Gate drop time. Oh, Cianciarulo with a crazy start, and it's him and Davalos 1 and 2 as they come out of the gate. Look at Baggett on the high side, coming around the outside.
On Cianciarulo goes after his teammate, Martin Davalos. Davalos holds the lead.
And in the middle of all this, it's a 36 of Wharton. He's right in there trying to break things up. Martin comes by on the 19. It's Davalos, Baggett, Cianciarulo, and Wharton right now.
Well, this is the way that it's been pretty much this season. It has been a pro circuit Kawasaki type of season here on the 250 East. Davalos had the faster heat race. He had the first gate pick.
Cianciarulo really trying to make up a lot of time through that last rhythm section. He's chasing after Baggett, riding that rear wheel through the whoops.
Yeah, he's going for it right now. Like, whoa, you got 15 laps, but there's a lot of racing left. But he probably doesn't want these guys to get away, especially Blake Baggett. He has history here. He's a really good outdoor. These kind of condition, you know, this is where Blake Baggett, he really shines. You can see right here.
Well, and when we say outdoor, we've heard a lot of riders talk about that here today when they talk about this track. They're basically talking about a traditional motocross style track as opposed to the other 16 races in this Monster Energy Supercross Championship that are inside of the Major League ballparks, and that is your traditional Supercross style. This is a blend between motocross and Supercross.
And here comes Baggett really trying to apply the pressure. Davalos with a bobble, and Baggett is by. And Cianciarulo closes up, and the pro circuit guys continue to battle for the win here at Daytona.
So far this season, Baggett has had a 2nd and 2 5ths. He's the only rider on the team that's inside of the pro circuit 18-wheeler that doesn't have a first-place trophy. So definitely he is motivated here tonight in Daytona to get a win.
Let's go back and take a look at the pass for the lead. Davalos with the bobble and Baggett capitalized.
Yeah, you can see right here, Davalos overshoots his double. Cases the third one, just sticks. Leaves a perfect opportunity for Blake Baggett to go right by him, and Adam Cianciarulo to catch up. You can see he's all over him.
Cianciarulo working the backside of Davalos now, and the only guy not in green at the front of the field, the 36 of Blake Wharton on the Geico Honda.
I'm interested to see how Davalos responds to this sort of pressure, to losing the lead there. Now he's got another one of his teammates trying to make the move in the same spot.
Here comes Adam, the youngster from right down the road. Oh, Davalos moved to the left. Cianciarulo had to change his line.
Davalos had to ride a little bit defensive here this last lap or so. He needs to clear Cianciarulo and be able to focus on his laps, because I believe that Davalos can be the fastest rider on the track.
Well, Wharton wants to have a little say to this, doesn't he,
Well,
Rick?
that's right, Ralph. He's catching up there. Slipped in.
Boy, Adam is all feet off the pegs right now, too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely hanging it out. For sure, over jumping, keeping his front end light, which isn't a bad thing to do on this type of track.
That's
wow,
Wharton right behind him there in the red and white.
Guys, taking a look at the lap times, Baggett, your leader, was the fastest, 104.2. Everyone else is up around the 106 mark. That's why Baggett now has a 3.5-second lead over Davalos.
You watch Cianciarulo just sitting off the back of that bike. Man,
Wow,
he is just letting it rip.
Yeah.
Well, and what you can't see, right, Ricky, is that takeoff of that real peak jump has to be rutted. It's been rutted all day long, and he's plowing through there, just really scrubbing his speed, staying lower over that jump.
Wow, watch him through here
Yeah, he's
into that whoop section, full throttle. Now let's go back and take a look at Adam coming off the start gate.
Off the gate there, gets a pretty good jump, fades. Cianciarulo fades to the left a little bit. Davalos in that preferred spot, gets across the line.
Yeah,
takes the lead there early on.
He's so light, and that is one of his huge advantages. I mean, he's a great rider, and he also gets really good starts. And when he finds himself having a bad gate pick, he can overcome that a lot easier than some other guys because he's better off the start and just finds a way to get to the first turn first.
Well, not only is he good off the starts, but last time around, Adam Cianciarulo, the local kid, fastest lap. He was faster than Baggett, who was second, and then Davalos was your third fastest.
Yeah, but the problem is Baggett is gone. He is 3.8 seconds in front of Davalos.
Coming through that whoop section here, another angle.
Man, look at
It's
that
that final turn down there. He carried a lot of momentum, but he's got a clear track. He can ride his race. Baggett, champion in the motocross championship. He knows how to get things done. He's been struggling a little bit in this championship, but here today in Daytona, Baggett seems to be really focused.
Watching the top 4 go by, and that was Wharton. There's Bogle. Michelia should be next.
So you got 3 Kawasaki riders, 3 Honda riders.
There's Michelia, and then behind him is Freeze. And a whole bunch of the others. Martin, Lemoyne, rounding out the top 10. Dakotas runs in 11. Here's that group here. Michelia on the 96 is in 6th.
got them. Then, like you said, the Martin brothers.
Goes Adam Cianciarulo. He is closed up on Davalos.
Well,
here he comes to the outside.
Last time around, they lost a couple seconds on the leader.
Here he goes. Again, hanging it out. Adam just giving it everything he's got through the whoops. Look at the speed through there. That makes the difference. Davalos tries to cut back inside. Not going to have it here. And the youngster, to the approval of the crowd, has moved back into second place. And that move becomes our progressive pass of the race. Let's slow it down and take a look at it.
Just a great effort here from Cianciarulo as both riders. They're going to... This is a double triple here for these guys. Notice they seat bounce out here, and then it's a drag race into the whoop section to see who can hold the throttle on and come into the whoop section closer. See, Cianciarulo at that first whoop was a bike link behind, but he just commits, rides the front wheel in, hammers the throttle here, goes by his teammate Martin Davalos on the inside. Oh, great look at how the bike jumps around.
Yeah, well, and the thing is look, all the credit in the world to Martin, too, because you know he's completely committed to what he's doing. But, boy, Adam is just taking it to another level tonight as he rides there in second. Baggett.
I'm watching Baggett's lap times, Ralph. I mean, he's been consistently 2 laps faster a lap last 2 laps. Yeah, 2 seconds. I mean, that's a pretty good
fast,
clip.
yeah.
I mean, he's consistently 104s. 104s.
Baggett hasn't been on the top step of the podium since Las Vegas 2011. It's 15 starts ago.
Been a while. Just past the halfway point here. Cianciarulo has a clear track. We'll see if he can start to
chip away
at that 10-second lead that his teammate here, number 4, Blake Baggett, has. Cianciarulo's pretty quick through this section. Makes a little mistake there, maybe. No?
Well, he told me earlier he has over 100 friends and family in the crowd here tonight cheering him on. Maybe that'll be some of the motivation.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, and also remember, here at Daytona, the leader gets into some lappers, and on some of these sections, you know, you just never know what can happen if that slows him up.
There's Martin on the 19. He's running in 7th.
Pretty close group there when you go from Martin, who's in 7th. You got Freezy, Alex Martin, Lemoyne, Dakotas. I believe Cunningham was just at the back of that group. They're all running within about 3 seconds. Track
really starting to get roughed up here. Where we just past the halfway mark of this main event. And
yeah, did you see Lemoyne right there?
yeah,
He basically wheelied through a double-double section because it was almost impossible to launch off that first jump.
And we got Alex Martin on the 55. Lemoyne's in 9th. Alex is in 10th. Cunningham on the 30. He runs in 11th.
Dakota's just behind Cunningham there. He's running 12th.
Cunningham on the Smart Top Moto Concepts Honda, fighting his way through. We talk about survival at Daytona, and this is a perfect example. You just look at these guys like Dakota's, just battling through these obstacles.
Well, that's right, Ralph. And as these conditions deteriorate, you have to be on your game, thinking ahead, like like Jeff was talking earlier. And you have to predict what these lines are doing. You have to know what they're going to be like the next lap you come back, make adjustments if you have to.
Yeah, and you just have to have that feel, right? You have to have the instincts for how the track is going to deteriorate and where the emerging lines will be. And Jimmy Dakotas, who we were just watching there, running in 12th, he's from up in the Massachusetts area where it's really soft and sandy like this. You would think that he would have that sort of track savvy to know what's happening. Right here for Thompson, he started 22nd. That was his first lap position, so he was last. And he's been putting the number 52 on a pretty good charge right here up to 14.
That's Richardson on the 60, right behind him. Oldenburg's going to follow Jackson here. Oldenburg's on the 62, and you're looking all the way back to 16. There he is.
Take a look at Oldenburg there. He's a rider out of Texas, riding that Honda.
Here's a fight back a little bit further up into the field. That's the 19 of Martin. The 96 of Michelia, fighting over 6th place right now.
See that Michelia there through those 4 jumps? He started using the inside line. Basically, nobody's done that all day long. He's going inside, single, double, single, and it's as fast as going wide through all the ruts.
Right.
This track just changes so much.
So, Ricky, here's the number 4. A number I know is near and dear to your heart since you made it so famous in this sport. You want to remember the last time the 4 took a win?
I'm going to say it was 2006.
Close, 2007, March 3rd. 7 years, 5 days, or 120 races ago.
Really? Yeah. Well, hey, Blake Baggett here on this Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Sore thumb or not, he really has, up to this point, executed the day just fantastic. And now he's got, the last time around, had a 10-second lead still. He's holding nice and steady there. He's on his way to his first win here of the season.
I'll stand corrected here. I thought we were talking about last time the 4 won at Daytona.
Oh.
But right. That would have been St. Louis Supercross. Is when that was. Yeah.
Here's Adam Cianciarulo. Still running in second, still hanging the feet off. Let's go back and take a look at Adam in slow motion.
Oh, look how high he carried the front wheel. These riders here in Supercross have the ability. Whoa. That, my friends, was a bit of a huckabuck right there, and he pulled out of it nicely.
As opposed to, look at Davalos straight down the boulevard.
That's right.
And that's one of the sections of the track where the dirt is actually held up really well, and it seems to be drier and more hard pack. It hasn't gone away that much. Like, let's say this, forget they jump right into those ruts there.
He's still going for it. Adam is.
Losing time on the leader still.
Yeah.
Lead was 11 seconds. But I tell you what, for a rookie here, first time at Daytona, Cianciarulo's been outstanding.
Yeah, you watch Baggett and you just watch his riding style. To this point, it's just so much more efficient right now, which goes a long ways at a race like this, where you need to conserve and be as efficient as possible on the machine.
The way the race is shaping up right now, Adam will hang on to the red number 1 plane. He's It's going to be 7 up on Davalos, and Baggett's still in the fight with 15 back. As we said, Blake Baggett, 2011, he was a winner here at Daytona. Looked like this on that night. He was riding the 57. Checkers way. Big night, you become a Daytona winner. Tonight, he could become a 2-time Daytona winner. He's a couple of laps away. Ricky, they start talking about you differently when you come back after winning this thing more than once, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Well, they know that you're obviously a favorite at that point, no matter how your season's going. To win this race, it just suits his style. He likes it. He's told everybody he likes it, and it's showing right now.
Looked like he was reaching for a tear-off, maybe didn't have one.
It's possible.
Used him up.
Well,
it's possible.
Hey, you guys, as we look here with 3 laps to go here for Baggett, I can tell you that people talk about you differently with only 1 win. I was able to win here 1 time in '97, and it puts you in definitely in a different group in this race because of what's attached to it. The rider that wins Daytona typically is known as the strongest, most physically fit rider out there, and so.
This is the last lap, 1 to go. Baggett working down that final lap here, trying to put himself into a different category as a multi-time winner here. This treacherous, extremely tough, and very unique Supercross.
Well, and remember, it all began with the start. The heat race wins came with the rider that got that start and had a clear track, moved his way into the lead. Not long now.
Here he comes, Blake Baggett, front wheel in the air. He is a multi-time winner at Daytona. Watching the fight for 4th make its way to the line.
Gordon and Bogle. Gordon just in front of his teammate. Looks like Bogle's going to come up a little bit short there, but inside the top 5.